All right, time for the rest of your picks. Let's get started because I don't have time for this bullshit. Late afternoon window. Browns going on the road to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Can you believe both of these teams are 4-2? I believe the Seahawks are 4-2, but the Browns, and I guess the Browns too. But the difference is they're winning without their $230 million quarterback. That they, for the most part, Browns defense is fierce. Although they didn't necessarily play fierce when it came to the scoreboard per se. Say they still gave up 33 points or something like that. But as far as and then you got the Seattle Seahawks who suffered a shocking East Coast loss. The Cincinnati game is considered East Coast because of the Eastern time, because they play in the Eastern time zone, whatever the fuck. But anyway, go ahead and take the Seattle Seahawks to defeat the Cleveland Browns. I'm not necessarily, though it is disappointing to see the Seahawks lose, but it is what it is there. Next, and that's all I've got to say about that. Next up, Cardinals hosting the Baltimore Ravens. Last time these two teams met was 2019, and the Ravens beat the Cardinals there. Now the Cardinals are at home, and while they're the worst team, they are still one of the worst teams in the league. They haven't been playing like one of the worst teams in the league. The Cardinals did beat the Cowboys earlier in the season, and this Ravens team is hard to figure out as well as a lot of football teams, really. But I got to stick with the Baltimore Ravens in this case, though, because I'm just not a firm believer in Arizona. Chiefs taking on the Denver Broncos. The Chiefs are trying to go for their 17th consecutive victory over the Denver Broncos, dating back to the 2015 season, which everybody has been saying ad nauseum. Apparently their linebacker Nick Bolton is out for the Chiefs. That is, but the Chiefs still have a lot of firepower. I will say this though: the Chiefs are going to have to stop playing with their food, as some people would like to say, because eventually someone's going to steal their food and eat it themselves. That's basically what's going to happen, and that's a situation that could happen with the Denver Broncos. But I got to take the Chiefs to defeat the Broncos because the Chiefs are just a better team in general. Next up, Bengals taking on the 49ers at Levi Stadium. I got to say this, though. Brock Purdy needs to get his head out of his ass. I understand he's under concussion protocol, and he passed it, so he's going to play. But they're facing a tough Bengals team. I'm going to take the Niners to win because the Bengals are not that good. Come on, man. Come on, they're not that fucking good. Let's go. Let's stop blowing smoke up their ass. But if the Bengals do beat the 49ers, the last time they did so was back in 2015 when the Bengals had a team and the 49ers were in the middle of their ridiculous tailspin that they ended up being in. And of course, now the roles are kind of reversed, but not really at the same time. But yeah, I'm not ready to say the Bengals are back in the swing of things. Though it wouldn't shock me. All right, Sunday Night Football. Bears taking on the Chargers. Yes, this is a game that couldn't be flexed for whatever reason. Well, it's not week 11 yet. Yeah, but it's supposed to be. Yeah, but you can flex games earlier than that. Last I checked. I know the rules have changed a little bit, but not that. But only but only in spurts. But anyway, the Chargers just got done losing to the Kansas City Chiefs, easily, I might add. And the Bears won with Tyson Bagent. Or Bagent, however the fuck you want to pronounce his name. Like I said, don't give a flying fuck. But, oh man. I'm taking the Chargers to defeat the Bears. I don't think Tyson Bagent can go 2-0 in his first two starts. Plus Khalil Mack will have something to say about that as well, since he's facing another one of his former teams. Raiders taking on the Lions, and this is the Monday night game, of course. The Raiders beat the Packers a few weeks ago on a Monday night. Of course, now they take on the Lions, and the Lions have been much improved. I know they lost to the Ravens last week, lost to them soundly, by the way. And yes, it'll make people question whether that victory over the Kansas City Chiefs was a fluke. Shit happens sometimes. You can't win every fucking game. I mean, this ain't. That's not how shit. That's just not how shit works anymore. Or ever, for that matter. I'm gonna take the Raiders to defeat the no. Wow, brain fart there. I'm gonna take the Lions to defeat the Raiders. Now watch the Raiders beat the Lions because I said the first thing. That usually happens in that situation. But no, I'm taking the Lions to defeat the Raiders. No, this will not spell doom, and this will not get Josh McDaniels fired. I know. I mean, it's just not gonna fucking happen. And I don't care if Jimmy G's coming back or not. He's not gonna magically fix things for the Las Vegas Raiders either. And that's all I've got to fucking say about that. So, let's see what happens when the chaos continues. Till next time, later, fuckers.